Okay, in chapter 2 and 3, we covered scatter plots and regression and how to calculate R-squareds and a regression equation. And really all we learned how to do was to grab the data and build a scatter plot from that. And then from the data point, right click on one, add the trend line, and get this. Like that. And that equation that we use could be used to predict. And we can do the same thing, and that's what chapter 13 is about, is revisiting this. But it is also now looking at, is this slope statistically different than 0? We can use hypothesis testing and say, hey, do we have enough evidence that this slope is something that's different than 0? Because if it's different than 0, then it's significant. And we can do hypothesis testing on this. So our hypothesis test for simple linear regression, or chapter 13 stuff, is that the slope we assume is 0, and then we try to prove otherwise. And we calculate an F statistic for this. Well, how do we do this in Excel? All right, here's how you do it. Under Data Analysis, Add-ins, and go down to Regression. You grab your Y range first, then grab your X range. You have labels, and I'm going to go ahead and let it generate a new worksheet. And what we're going to focus on is this F stat, and then this significance F. This is a p-value. I don't know why they don't call it that, but a significance is the same thing as a p-value. So there's my F stat. There's my p-value. And so since the p-value is less than alpha, we reject the null hypothesis, and the slope is significant. I guess I ought to use non-stat terms. So I would say advertising does affect volume. Okay, so that's chapter 13. Chapter 14, we extend this, and we don't look at simple linear regression anymore. We don't look at just wins against one thing. We're going to look at wins against a whole bunch of things. And that's what the next video will be about. Thanks.